To get used to facing Manny Pacquiao in the ring? What's the hardest thing to get used to?
The punch angles, even though luckily it made me smile. I love his tricky uppercut. You know, I just love it because I do it to people in sparring all the time. So I felt like it was a veteran move, but I was like, inside me, I was like, yeah, I know that move, Manny. Nice little move. You know what I mean? It's like being on the poker table and getting bluffed with like deuce 7. Like certain veterans, they can just outplay you. They can do things. And Pacquiao, I was saying it today. You guys are working, I was working, and I said it today that Pacquiao's been through everything. He's been through everything a fighter can go through, from being knocked the F out to winning all these world titles to always being the small guy at 147. Can you ever make him feel uncomfortable? Step on his foot, Ugas. Step on his foot, you know. And you won't be the first to do that. But I'm just saying, how can we make this guy feel uncomfortable? You know, I mean, he's a legend amongst legends. I just love, we have to acknowledge, this is 2 years after his performance with me, right? He did take damage in that fight. Let's acknowledge this, okay? It's 2 years after. The later rounds were favoring me. What's gonna happen this time, 2 years later? I've never seen Ugas fatigue in a 12-round fight. I've never seen that. I think that's one of his strong points, you know? But Manny Pacquiao, his angles, he's already a small guy. The moment he put his hands up, I said to myself, what can I hit? The target got so small, you know? It's like a game, and it's like, here's the target, and then you up the difficulty, and there goes the target, you know? And then when he ducks and he shoots in these angles, you know, I'm right-handed, but he's left-handed. When he shoots in this angle, he shoots in this angle, but after you punch, you roll. And when he punches and ducks, that was like kneecap size, bro. I don't got a punch for that, okay? I'm looking at him over here. I'm looking at him over there. And I'm like, what do I hit this man with? I don't have a punch for that. You know, luckily, I think Ugas might have a punch for that. I was thinking about it. People who have longer reach, when they throw uppercuts, see where my arm is? When people have longer arms, their uppercuts naturally get to go a little lower. I think if Ugas gets into his uppercuts, if he sees that it's working and he lets that be a go-to punch, that he might be able to do something in this fight tomorrow.
You found success in the later rounds yourself against Pacquiao. What was it that you found like, oh, this works, this works a little bit, or like were you just finding your spots?
No, it was time to. I fought. I got knocked down. I was pressing him with my body, but not my hands. After we got to the halfway point, I said, I don't know how many rounds we won. I don't know how many rounds we lost, but you didn't lose every round. So you're in this fight. Let's put ourselves more into this fight. And I did that instantly. So it was all about the mindset and gearing myself up. Ugas's mindset on stage, I don't speak Spanish, but he is making lots of facial expressions. He knows that people think he's a paper champ. He knows that. He wants to prove that he is not that come tomorrow night.
And you know what, speaking of that, break down the keys to victory for Ugas. A lot of people are saying that
body
Ugas
shots.
is good with body shots. Exactly.
Start from round one. If he faded on me 2 years ago, he's most likely going to fade on you, okay? If those body shots, we all know the philosophy behind body shots. You chop at the tree. You know, so if he's able to do that, you know, I was doing it a little bit, hence that body shot in the 10th round. Pacquiao was like, I can do it too, bam. You know, we just got to see. I was big, right? It was easy to just walk into Pacquiao. With my hands up, I was taking a lot of that. He knocked me down, going back. Ugas is going to have to be careful. Pacquiao's trained himself throughout the years to take advantage of fighters out of position. So he's going to have to do his best to stay solid and not get out of position.